أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. You're welcome again to my channel. Today we want to take الدرس الحادي عشر from the book دروس اللغة العربية لغير الناطقين بها, written by Dr. Abdul Rahim rahimahullah ta'ala. In today's lesson we want to discuss this passage. That's what we want to discuss today. And the topic that we want to discuss under this passage is Bayti, my house. Bayti, my house. This passage contains a number of short and simple sentences made of two nouns, at times three nouns, at times one noun, one adjective, and so on. In a nutshell, these simple sentences are formed with nominal words that are used to name and describe, which are the nouns and adjectives. Al-Darsul Hadiya Asharo, lesson 11, are from 11, 12, 13 up to 19 in Arabic. Both pairs, that is, each word takes a fatha. Al-Hadiya Asharo, Al-Thaniya Asharo, Al-Thalisa Asharo, Al-Rabi'a Asharo, Al-Khamisa Asharo, Al-Sadisa Asharo to Al-Tasi'a Asharo. And that's what is happening here. It's supposed to be Al-Hadi Asharo, but for this rule we say Al-Hadiya Asharo. Bayti, my house. The word Bayti consists of two words, Baytun and Ya. That is, there is a root word Baytun plus a morpheme Ya, and that Ya is equivalent to my, which is the first person singular possessive pronoun. Bayti, my house. The rule is that when you want to use this possessive pronoun with a noun, you give the last letter of the noun a kasra. For example, we have baytun, then you are adding a ya, you say bayti. You now change the haraka on the last letter of the word baytun to a kasra. Then you add the ya with a sukun. Bayti, my house. Hadha plus bayti, this is my house. Hadha bayti, this is my house. Bayti, my house, amam al-masjidi, is in the front of the mosque. Amam al-masjidi, that's a complement made up of mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. If you revisit my lesson on mudaf and mudafun ilayhi, you will understand this better. Amam is a word used to indicate a location. Words used to indicate locations and places in Arabic are given fatha, that is, they end with fatha. Amam, that's why it is taking a fatha here. Amam al-masjidi, and the noun to which it is attributed will take a kasra. That's why we have amam al-masjidi. Even though they do not vowelize these words, we still get them because we've known that amam al-masjidi, amam is in the front of, and al-masjid is mudafun ilayhi for amam. Therefore, amama is mudaf and al-masjidi mudafun ilayhi. Bayti amam al-masjidi, my house is in the front of the mosque. Words similar to this amam in Arabic are khalfa. Amama means in the front of, khalfa is at the back of. You say, Bayti khalfa al-masjidi, my house is at the back of the mosque. Khalfa, it will take a fatha. Another one is wara'a. Khalfa, it also means khalfa. Wara'a al-masjidi. Bayti jamilun, my house is beautiful. Fihi, in it. Don't forget our explanation on fi. Fihi, in it. حديقة صغيرة. There is a small garden. A small garden. Remember the rules we stated about nat and man'ut. The word hadiqatun here is man'ut, then saghiratun is na'tun. Man'ut is the noun being qualified by adjective. Na'tun is the adjective. And I told you that when the man'ut is singular, when it is masculine, the na'tun will also be masculine, as we have in hadiqatun, saghiratun. Both of them are not masculine. That's why we have ta on both of them. In that case, when it is a feminine, then the na'tun will also be a feminine. Hadiqatun saghiratun. It is wrong to say hadiqatun saghir, and it is wrong to say baytun saghiratun. No, you say baytun saghirun, hadiqatun saghiratun. هذه غرفتي. This is my room. غرفتun plus غرفتي. When the word ends naturally with a ta marbuta, an enclosed ta, you remove that ta and you replace it with a maftuha, then you add your ya. That is when you want to make it possessive. هذه غرفتي. This is my room. فيها. There in it is, that is in it, inside it, inside my gurfa, my room. Ha, because gurfatun is feminine because of the ta that ends it. Fiha, inside it. Nafizatun kabiratun. There is a big window inside it. Nafizatun means window. Kabiratun means big window. Wamir wahatun. Jamilatun. And a beautiful fan. Mirwahatun means fan. Hadha sariri. This is my bed. Wahadha kursiyi. And this is my chair. Wahadha maktabi. And this is my table. Don't forget that the word maktabun can mean an office or a table depending on the situation. Hadha maktabi. This is my table. Sa'ati. My watch. That is the wristwatch. Wa qalami. And my pen. Wa kitabi. And my book. Ala al-maktabi. Are on the table. Wa haqibati. And my bag. The word haqibatun ends with a ta marbuta. But because we want to make it possessive here, we are attributing it to a possessive noun, pronoun. Then we make it open and we say haqibati. Just add the ya after opening the ta. Tahta al-maktabi is under the table. Tahta is also indicating a direction. So there are 4 cardinal directions: front, back, above, and below. Above, fawqa, above, fawqa, it also takes a fatha. Below, tahta, it also takes a fatha. And the noun under which the thing is will be given a kasra. Tahtal maktabi. That is the noun under which haqiba is. That's why al-maktabi is taking a kasra. Nafizatu ghurfati. My room window, that is the window of my room. Nafizatu ghurfati. We are not saying nafizatun again because it is now mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. Nafizatu ghurfati. The window of my room, maftuhatun, is open. Hadihi. This is ghurfatu akhi, my brother's room. Wachilka. And that one is distant. Ghurfatu ukhti is my sister's room. Ghurfatu akhi, my brother's room, kabiratun, is big. Wa ghurfatu ukhti, and my sister's room, saghiratun, is small. We are having ta on kabiratun and saghiratun because the nouns ghurfatu and ghurfa are feminine. So the complement must also be feminine. Ghurfatu akhi, my brother's room, amama, is in the front of ghurfati, my room. Wa ghurfatu ukhti, and my sister's room, amama al-matbahi, is in the front of the kitchen. Al-matbakhu means kitchen. Amama, don't forget, I've told you that the noun coming after it will take a kasra. Li, I have. Akhun wahidun, one brother. Akhun wahidun, one brother. Ismuhu Usamatu, his name is Usama. The word Usamatu is a proper noun. Is a proper noun, but it is for masculine, for a male. We know that it's a masculine name. But in its end, there is a term magbuta, which always comes to indicate feminism. That means it is a feminine in appearance, and as a result of that, the same thing that applies to Fatima, to Aisha, to and so on, which are proper nouns for feminine, the same thing applies to Usama too, Talha too, Hamza too, and so on. They do not take tenwin. That's why we have Usama too. And in a situation whereby they are supposed to take a kasra, they rather take a fatha. For example, you say, Salamtu, I made taslim ala Usamata, to Usama, not Usamati, and not Usamatin. You understand? Wali, and there is for me, and I have ukhtun wahidatun, one sister. Ismuha, her name is Su'adu. Her name is Su'ad. The word Su'adu is supposed to take a tenwin as Su'adun, but because it is a proper noun for feminine, that's why when these two things are present in a noun, these two conditions, then it doesn't take a tenwin and no kasra. No kasra. When it is feminine and when it is a proper noun. When these two are together, when a noun is feminine but not proper noun, nothing changes. When a noun is proper but not tenwin, not feminine, then no problem. But when the two conditions are met together in the same noun, then it doesn't take a tenwin, no kasra, as in Su'adu. Abi wa ummi, my father and my mother, fi tilka al-ghurfati al-kabirati. Fi tilka, are in that al-ghurfati al-kabirati, in that big room. Tilka, that, it is distant. Al-ghurfati, because of fi, al-ghurfati is taking a kasra. And the na'atu, adjective for al-ghurfati, is also taking the kasra because the man'ut is also taking the kasra. Ana uhibbu, I love, abi wa ummi, my father and my mother. Wa uhibbu, and I love, akhi wa ukhti, my brother and my sister.